It's News Talk, and we welcome Congressman-elect Anthony Brindisi, addressing you as such for the very last time. Tomorrow is swearing in Washington, representing the 22nd District. Democrats taking control of the House with your election being a big part of that. Talk to us about day one, because this is not going to be, you know, pomp and circumstance, let's go out to a nice dinner. You're really getting right to work with this government shutdown taking place. And throughout the campaign, you were making these promises about how it doesn't matter that you're a Democrat, you're going to be working with both parties. You want to make sure the constituents here in the Mohawk Valley are well represented on both sides. So here we are on day one tomorrow, addressing this shutdown, and it has been a party divide with the issue. So how do you address that?
Right. Well, we got to come together. I campaigned, as you said, on compromise and trying to bring Democrats and Republicans together, and I've always said that whether you voted for me or not, the election's over. I'm honored to serve everybody in this community. So when I get to Washington, after swearing in, we're going to have to go right to work. Nobody believes it's a good idea to have the government shut down. It's not good for the economy. It's not good for federal workforce, and it makes things look even more dysfunctional down in Washington. So we got to get things done, get the government up and running again, and then let's have some serious debates about border security. I'm for more border security. Let's talk about how we can put some more funding towards those issues, and let's work together.
How does it work? Will party leadership get together first and look at the stalemate and the issues at hand? When will you come into play?
I'm still waiting to find that one out, but my understanding is we will be sworn in. There will be a vote for Speaker of the House. I've made that commitment during the campaign not to support Nancy Pelosi. I'm going to honor that commitment. I assume at some point we're going to have to come together as a caucus and start talking about the shutdown and what are the next steps to get the government up and running. The
president saying he wants that money for a border wall. You're saying you want tighter security at the borders. Do you support the wall?
Yeah, I think where it makes sense, and in certain areas it may make sense to have that physical barrier, but in other cases we need to have more funding for border security. For example, there are a lot of trucks that come across the border from Mexico. Out of every 5 trucks, only one of them actually gets inspected with the X-ray machines that inspect the inside of the trucks. We need more funding to purchase more scanners to get those trucks inspected. There's a lot that goes into this, and I think it has to be a part of a bigger package on immigration, and part of that may include a wall. We have to compromise.
Now the fun part of it. So you are going to Washington, all the details have been worked out, trying to get an apartment, you picked your office. Unfortunately, your number was kind of on the higher side, which meant you didn't get your pick of the fancy office, but you have started the move-in process, right?
Correct, yeah.
Give us the lay of the land.
So what happens is you'll go down there, we'll get the keys to the office tomorrow, and we'll be right in the office. I have some staff that's already ready to start down there. We're working to get staff in place for both our Utica and Binghamton offices here in the district, and then it's really just getting right to work, talking to other members of Congress, looking at priorities. I think one of the first things the House is going to tackle after this partial shutdown comes to an end is campaign finance and ethics reform, something that many people, including myself, campaigned on. We have a lot of work to do ahead of us.
Where will your Utica office be?
So our Utica office is going to be over on Court Street, right near the Stewart's that's on Court Street, right across the street there. It's the old Slocum-Dixon building there. That's where our office is going to be. It's actually owned by AAA right now. I
know Richard Hanna had made that move out of the federal building and putting his office on Genesee Street. So kind of following suit, is there a reason you want to be more accessible in that location?
I wanted to be in the downtown area. I wanted to be close to transportation routes, bus routes, right near the north-south arterial there, so it's easy to access by car. The other offices are downtown, City Hall, state office buildings, county office buildings, so I wanted to be close to the other government buildings. The federal building would have been nice. Unfortunately, the offices that Sherry Bollard and Mike Arcuri once had in that building were completely torn apart and needed renovation, and that's a major expense that we felt was more economical to go into a commercial office space.
Well, to be continued. Good luck tomorrow. Try to have some fun, even though you do have to get right to work, and our best to your family as well, making this big move with you.
But we'll still be here, just going to down there a couple days a week.
Not physical move, but this is a big change for everyone in your family. I know that. So congratulations. We'll be watching tomorrow and see what happens next.
Yes.
Anthony Brindisi, again for the last time, Congressman-elect in the 22nd District. And we are back with your forecast after this.